Tonight on the Philly Talk podcast, we got to talk about what Jeff Lurie just said in his press conference. I'm not saying this automatically means Bijan Robinson, but I am more convinced tonight at 10 o'clock that the Eagles are going to draft Bijan Robinson with one of their first rounds than I ever been. Listen to Jeff Lurie about offense over defense.
Offense is dominating this league, and that's why we've always focused more resource allocation, on making sure we have an outstanding offense, because it is very hard to stop. I'll add Jalen to this. The Jalen Hurtses, the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the young guns and the old guns, Aaron Rodgers and all that group. It's impossible given the rules of this league, and I think. I think it was maybe started back with Andy, but we've always wanted to have dynamic offense and know that you can have a really good defense, but it's very hard to stop a really dynamic offense. In our two Super Bowls, neither offenses really were stopped very often. And I'll go back, minute and 43, one timeout, let's roll.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking Sixers in the Bird Gang, that's our life. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, we showing up and we gon' fight. You see, we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got kind of a late video, but I am more convinced now at 10:05 at night that the Eagles are going to go offensive and draft a guy like Bijan Robinson than I've been since talking about the draft. But before we get into all that, plus the Kelly Green, making sure we can build a roster around Jalen Hurts while paying him $50 million, Jeff Lurie said some great things in this press conference. Help your boy out. Hit that like button. Y'all been killing it. Subscribe and ding the bell so you know when we go live or drop videos, whether it's at 5 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Appreciate all the people who got the notification bell hit. Let's just start with this. Jeff Lurie confirms that the Eagles will bring back the Kelly Green in 2023. Gotta love that, right? Number 1 in that jersey, whoever gets number 0 in that jersey, and credit the Eagles for suggesting that. We were the ones that did it, and it's going to look fire across the league. I think Calvin Ridley already got the number 0 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But let's talk about this dynamic offense, right? He talked about if the Eagles get the ball back in the Super Bowl, he believes our offense will win it for us. And what do we have dynamically still? Jalen Hurts, right? He was talking about the quarterback, but we have that. Jalen Hurts is dynamic. The Eagles' offensive line is dynamic. Dynamic tight end. Dynamic wide receiver. We had a dynamic on paper running back. You could say Miles didn't live up to it in the Super Bowl and in the playoffs, but it was a Pro Bowl, 1,300-yard, double-digit touchdown running back. That is what's missing. Rashad Penny could be it. Kenny G could be it, but we don't know. And I'm not saying him talking about dynamic offense automatically means we're getting Bijan Robinson. But again, you can understand that Jeff Lurie, in this window that is open under Jalen Hurts, is going to invest in offense over defense. And we're not going to just throw defense away. We got guys there still. You locked up Big Play Slay, Bradbury. You got Hassan Reddick locked up, Sweat locked up, Avonte Maddox, BG and Fletch for one more year. You just signed some scrappy pieces in Terrell Edmonds, Nicholas Morrow. You got Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean on rookie contracts. That's the thing. This year and next year, 4 picks inside the top 100, a bunch of picks next year. We can build this roster with the right amount of youth while sustaining veterans and keeping people under contract. Our whole offense is under contract. The guys we just re-upped and re-extended and did this year on defensive side is under contract. We're not going to forget defense in its totality, but when in doubt, if your offense is good and your defense is good, in today's game, You want the ball with a chance to win. Rather, your defense on the field with a chance to stop one of these high-powered offenses, whether it's just about their wide receivers and quarterback, or whether it's about the whole package and Jalen Hurts and his wide receivers with his arm, and Jalen Hurts and his running backs and his O-line with his leg and the running back legs. Again, I'm not here to say, oh, it's guaranteed we're getting Bijan Robinson or we're going to still mess with the offensive side of the ball. But Jeff Lurie was adamant about the 17 offense being unstoppable. Defense was good all season long. Tom Brady put up 500 yards and 33 points. 31 points, I mean. 41-33, 33 points. Our defense was good all year long. Patrick Mahomes put up 38. Field played into it. I understand that. But the defense falls apart for one game, and it is what it is. The rules are changing. The Eagles are one of the teams, or the team, that proposed the whole 4th and 20 instead of the onside kick. And I'm talking to you guys about that, and I don't believe in that, 'cause that's just a little bit too XFL-ish, blah, blah, blah. If you're telling me you can only use that method inside 2 minutes, hence the minute and 43 seconds left, I'm with it. I'm not with that all game long, the ability to use 4th and 20 instead of the onside kick to regain possession after you just made a touchdown or a field goal. It's going to be too much craziness all game. Inside 2 minutes, fourth quarter, before half, maybe. Maybe. Still, I like to keep the NFL the NFL. But Jeff Lurie believes that the Eagles are going to be able to pay this man $50 million. And with the draft picks, with the culture, again, he spoke about one of the reasons that teams pay their quarterback, but they don't got the right coach there. Teams pay their quarterback, they don't got the right GM there. We got a grinder at GM in Howie Roseman, a grinder in Nick Sirianni at the head coach position, and the all-time grinder at the quarterback's position. He spoke about him being the most mature 24-year-old he's ever met in his life. When in doubt, look what is invested. AJ under contract, Devontae under contract, Lane extended 3 more years, Mulata under contract, Dickerson under contract, Kelsey, we went out and paid him $14 million to bring him back. Like the offense, Dallas Goedert under contract, and now Jalen Hurts soon to be under contract. We're going to win with our offense. That's what's going to happen now. The Chiefs keep winning with their offense. With their offense. Pat Mahomes, one leg, played great. Kudos to him. But Jeff Lurie made me more convinced that offense is going to still be identity of this Eagles team under Jalen Hurts. And we don't act like we don't got pieces. We got Pro Bowlers and All Pros on this defense, sprinkled in with some guys who are up and coming, need to prove it, and can fill in holes. Again, TJ Edwards was once a depth piece. Now we act like we lost Ray Lewis. Kaiser White came on a 1-year prove-it deal. We act like we lost the best outside linebacker. Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean was the start of getting young guys on this defense. And we still got draft picks to do it. But Jeff Lurie made me feel like he's saying, best way to get back there ASAP Rocky to be competing for a Super Bowl in 2023 is to fill in the holes on defense. Nicholas Morrow, Terrell Edmonds, you re-signed Fletch and BG. You extended and re-signed Bradbury. You know what I mean? You get some depth back there with Jacob Evans, whatever. But the offense is what's going to ultimately win us the game. Our offense was good enough to win the Super Bowl. Turnover, a defensive penalty that didn't get our offense back on the field, all that stuff comes into play. You heard it there from our owner's mouth. So I'm not saying we still can't go defensive end, defensive lineman, cornerback, safety. We're not drafting all offensive players. We're going to get some defensive players. But if Bijan being linked to us is not only because he's a very, very good player, and I'm going to break down tape and show you, and y'all already seen it. You already know who he is, but I want y'all to get my take on just certain things he's done that other running backs just can't do. And I believe it's going to translate 100% with his vision, his patience, his body leverage, his strength, his quickness, all into the NFL 100%. But paying Jalen Hurts this money for however long, right? And we got Howie to dot the I's, cross the T's. We're in great shape. We're a Super Bowl team that got our offense locked up. Defensive playmakers came back. Epps, solid. He's not back. Edwards, solid. He's not back. Hazier, solid. He's not back. CJ was a playmaker. But he said it himself. Partly why he's playing good is because Bradbury and Slay. So Edmonds will play pretty good because Bradbury and Slay. Right? What I'm saying to you is we didn't lose some of our all-pros and playmakers. Our offense is locked up. A team that just did what we did, who got to pay their quarterback, who has veterans and youth on both sides of the ball. They don't have 2 first-round picks. They don't have 12 picks coming to them in 2024. They don't have that. They don't. Teams in our position, paying their quarterback. They're already probably in the middle of paying, or they're on the first year after paying their quarterback. They're losing more than what we lost. And they only have a half of the picks we got in 2023 and 2024. Now, to continue to hit this out the park, you got to hit on your picks. But every single way this could be set up, with now paying your franchise guy, with having most of your offense locked up, with having these draft picks right there, like Jeff Lurie explained, and we should know that we are in the best position to pay Jalen Hurts, with the cap really going up in 23, 24. 24, 25, because of the TV deals, the streaming stuff he talked about. Future is as bright as the confirmation of 2023 Kelly Green Eagles jerseys. Go back and listen to that Jeff Lurie thing. Not just the dynamic offense stuff caught my attention, and I know it's going to catch a lot of people's attention. Eagles are set up great, and we will not make the Baltimore Ravens mistake. We will get this done. I firmly believe we're going to get this done before Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert's. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing else to say. Let me know. Again, am I tripping? And again, I'm not saying this 100% Bijan, but I'm more convinced now than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We out.